to the most must-see YouTube channel. Welcome to
Heels and Faces. Heels and Faces.
With your boy Sam Zero.
Falsetto.
And we are back like umqolos. It's another episode, another new day.
Yes, it is.
With Heels and Faces. And today we're bringing to you what we feel very passionate about and what WWE honestly does repeatedly,
Way too much.
Bringing people all the way to the top that do not deserve. And this episode is about the top 5 most undeserving champions.
And in this episode, what we'll be focusing on is the build-up to this person. Do they really deserve? And the actual reign as well is quite important.
So jumping straight into it, at number 5, my personal favorite.
Okay.
Is Rhea Ripley. No. We're not talking about NXT or whatever. We're talking about her current Raw Women's Championship reign. We mentioned in the previous videos as well. Go and check them out. Essay. She just came out of nowhere, straight to NXT and straight to the top. Like
To Raw, rather.
To Raw. You know, we didn't understand that.
Challenges Asuka, gets the match, wins the match. Come on.
That didn't make any sense whatsoever to me. Because if you look back, if there was guys like Finn Balor, for instance, had to go through qualifying matches in order to get the Universal title. Makes sense. Work for it.
Yeah.
She didn't work for it. There was a poor build-up to one of the main events of WrestleMania. Or semi, or whatever you want to call it. But really undeserving. She shouldn't have been put in the spotlight that soon. She had to work for it.
Yeah. So definitely I agree. Undeserving in that moment. Now we're going to jump over to number 4. I'm going to jump really high because we're looking at the great Kali. Yo, this guy. 2006 was a very interesting year. Kali came through destroying The Undertaker.
Man.
But for me, the reason why I feel like he's undeserving is like he wasn't a wrestler really. This guy, all he had was the chop.
Yeah.
He had the squeezing your brains out.
Vice
That's what they call it. And then he just like stands on you to pin you 1, 2, 3. Like, how did this guy become world champion? He couldn't talk. Really?
Literally.
Like, it was crazy.
Well, Kali didn't have any exciting matches, as a falsetto was saying. Honestly, there was like, it's like, okay, this guy is just big.
That's it.
He's just big. And we didn't think they would actually put the title on him.
But number 3, who we got?
Number 3. I feel like everyone can agree with us that number 3, it's Brock Lesnar.
Which one? Which one is time?
So Brock Lesnar won the Money in the Bank
2019 or
2019. He wasn't even in the match.
Bruh.
He wasn't in the
Brock's up at the end of the match. Just climbs the ladder, grabs the briefcase.
God damn it. And it was supposed to be Mustafa, right?
Yeah.
Mustafa was actually supposed to win that match, but then Brock, obviously being Brock, gets in.
And then Brock fight.
That was horrible. And then him actually winning also was the Universal title.
Yeah,
the Universal title. It's just like there was no build. There was nothing that said, Brock, this is your time again.
I think this was definitely one of the worst reigns that he had, which is saying something because, I mean, we've got the reigns where he would just disappear, not even be on TV.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you, no doubt about it. Brock is at number 3, and we're sticking with the part-timers. Number 2 is Goldberg. Yo, when Goldberg returned in 2016, it was epic. He had that squash match with Brock Lesnar Survivor Series.
It was a squash match.
Yeah. So, and then we were building up to WrestleMania. Things were going great. Then, out of nowhere, they decided that, okay, Goldberg needs to win the Universal title in quick fashion against Kevin Owens, who was in the midst of like an amazing feud with Chris Jericho.
Oh my God. They ruined such a perfect story.
Yeah.
Friends became enemies leading up to WrestleMania. That is your main event.
It was so clear. Bruh. Goldberg comes, wins the title quick, defends it, loses it actually in quick succession to Brock Lesnar. And then don't even get me started when Goldberg just came out of nowhere. I think it was 2019 or 2020. 2020, I think, actually. Then he beats The Fiend, who was unstoppable at that point. So Why are we putting the title on a 50-year-old Goldberg who actually couldn't do anything at that stage besides the spear?
Exactly.
So no doubt.
Especially if the company knows that they're going to take it off of him in the next match. Because that's essentially what happened when Braun won it.
Yeah. And it was supposed to be Roman actually, but Roman, due to the pandemic, just decided to step away.
Yeah, I'm very happy that happened because we wouldn't have gotten this Roman as
the tribal chief.
Oh.
And now it's time. Give us a drum roll, Sam. Number 1 is loading, and I'm sure a lot of people don't even know this. But number 1, give it to us, Sam.
It's Vincent Kennedy McMahon, damn it.
Vince McMahon was once WWE champion.
Can you believe it?
Give us the scenario.
Can you believe it? So, Vince McMahon versus Triple H. I do think it was WWFA time though.
Yeah, like a 99
run. Yeah, still very, quite valid. How does so Vince McMahon versus Triple H with Shane McMahon as the special guest referee?
Yeah, and McMahon was still wearing a suit even. So I was quite impressed when I was like watching over the clip that he was bleeding. He was actually getting his kicked. But come on, like Vince McMahon is not a wrestler.
He's not.
He definitely should not have been WWE champion, but he's in the lineage now. Like
he is.
There are people like Roddy Piper. There are people from more recently, like the likes of Wade Barrett. These guys who could have been great. They were never WWE champion. But Vince McMahon, the champion, was WWE champion. And he was also ECW champion. Remember? Durag Vince?
What a time! What a time!
No. Like, I don't believe it. Like, what? But he's the chairman of the board. He can do whatever he wants. But he tops our list of most unworthy champions.
Undeserving, unworthy.
Bro.
All of you.
You're not acknowledging them.
No, we can't acknowledge them.
Yeah.
They didn't need to. They didn't need to
them. But yeah, that was our top 5 unworthy champions. Who else do you think that should have been on the list? Let us know in the comments. And definitely make sure that you like, you share, you subscribe, and tag. And of course,
we'll see you in the next one.
Bam!
No chance! Yeah!